Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Quilting has a long history, but this craft is super popular right now. And today we're going to tell you about some very special quilts, like the ones you're looking at right now, because they are handmade and they end up in the hands of people that we all want to thank. And all three of our next guests give their time and talents in very unique ways to thank the men and women who've served our country in the military. Please welcome Penny Siewert. She's with the Quilts of Valor Foundation. Therese Hennessey, who creates scrapbooks for Honor Flight vets, and Sarah Bellman-Holton, who organizes the Thank You Run Walk in Mukwonago, where you can find out more about the scrapbooking that Therese does, as well as these wonderful quilts. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
It was actually a veteran who brought you all to my attention and said, you've got to have these ladies on. So it was really nice of him to do that. And thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk a little bit, because there's a lot we want to talk about. The Thank You Run. Okay, it's happening this weekend, this Sunday, and it has a very special mission, right?
Correct. The mission for the run is to let everybody come out and say thank you to our veterans and soldiers. I think it's very important, and it's just a way for our community to give back to what people have just, given to us.
It's a 5K run, correct, or you can walk it.
Correct.
Right? Okay. It's happening Sunday. Registration starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's
correct,
at Miniwaukan Park, right? Yep. Which I've never heard of before, but that's in Mukwonago. What else is happening as part of this event? What will people be able to experience?
Well, we have two fundraisers at the event. One is from Shutter Booth. They're doing a photo booth for all the veterans and runners and walkers. It's a $5 donation. You take your photo home with you. We also have Shut the Box game that will be $1 to do the game, but that's all going to canines for veterans and warriors. We have Therese, who's bringing her scrapbooks there, so you can buy one for $15 and donate one to a veteran. And then we have the quilts from Quilts of Valor.
Yeah, let's talk about these quilts. These are so cool. I love this one right here in the middle. Oh, good, we have a shot of it right now. It's actually an eagle, a bald eagle, and then around it is the excuse me, American flag, different in blocks. So talk a little bit about these quilts, because each one has kind of a unique story.
Sure.
And the idea is for them to end up in the hands of veterans, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Quilts of Valor are all volunteers, and there's usually ladies that will get together and they will sew what they call the top, which is this part of the quilt.
So basically the edge.
The blocks, everything on top, they do.
Okay.
And this is a great example of ladies that came to our shop in Mukwonago, and they each made a star. And then we took those stars and we put them together into a quilt.
It's really cool.
Then we send it to another quilter who will take this top and attach the back and the batting and sew it together, and that's the
quilting
quilting
part. This tag that's here, does this kind of tell the story about who made it?
That's a label, and it shows who made it, who quilted it, who pieced it, and then when it's awarded, the person that's awarded to, their name will be on there as well.
That's so cool. Your name's on there, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, what about this one? I love this one with the eagle on it.
All right, this was done by one of Kat, who actually coordinates the Quilts of Valor for us at our shop in Mukwonago. And she has made, I think, up to 100 quilts for Quilts of Valor.
And the last one you have is cool, too, because you kind of challenge people to create a block for it.
I went to the Village of Manor Park and talked to their quilting guild and gave them all a little piece of fabric. You can see throughout these blocks, it's the same piece of fabric, and challenged them to make a block and bring it to us, and then we would take it and turn it into a Quilt of Valor.
So creative. How do you find the vets who are going to receive these?
Well, typically, many of the ones that we give, we award at the thank you run. So when the person registers, they will indicate whether they're a veteran or not, and then Sarah keeps in touch with us. Last year, we awarded 27 quilts.
That's awesome.
At the walk.
Therese, let's talk about your goal. And I always think this is amazing, because you've been on the show talking about this before. You don't have a personal connection. There isn't a veteran in your life. No. Your goal, because your talent is scrapbooking. Right. You have a store, Polka Dots and More, that we feature here on the show. But your goal is to get a scrapbook so that veterans who go on an honor flight have a memory of their flight, to get one in the hands of every veteran who takes an honor flight.
That is my goal, yeah.
Awesome. So
started
cool.
in Milwaukee, done several flights here now, and I've even done some flights in Lafayette, Indiana. But yeah, I just think it's a way for, I don't know how to give back to the veterans. I mean, I can say thank you, but things like this is where people's talents can give back in that way.
So cool. Flip through that a little bit.
So this is exactly what they get. I go to the flights, I hand these out to each veteran, but they have some like little inserts in here so they can journal, but it's picture size, so it's as easy as just slipping your pictures right into the pages, so then they can just enjoy it, and it's a great
next picture too.
and it's a great keepsake to hand down to their family.
Well, and here's the thing is that your goal is to get them for free to veterans. The reason why people can pay for a scrapbook is, like, say your grandfather was a veteran and he receives a book, then if you buy a $15 book, your grandkids or their children or their spouse can also have a memory book to keep and treasure as a memory of their experience on a flight.
The albums actually are, I'm doing $15 at the run, but they're $30, but that gets you the album, and then it supplies an album for another veteran.
That's so cool.
So by purchasing one, I mean, it's just a win-win for everybody.
And the wonderful thing is that all of these things that we're talking about are all, you can find out more by visiting, by going to this 5K run walk. Okay, so this Sunday, September 18th at Miniwaukan Park in Mukwonago. Pre-registration for the race is at 7 o'clock, then the race is at 8. At 9:30, they're going to do the presentation of quilts to registered service members by Quilts of Valor and Quiltageous, which is a great name. I love it. You can visit the website, thethankyouRun.com, to find out more about this event. Proceeds benefit the Fisher House of Milwaukee. And we were super excited to meet all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
It's awesome.